everyone, and I hope you're coming from my previous video when I talked about 4 non-technical IT roles that you can transition into without any IT experience. If you didn't watch that video, please do well to watch it. I'm going to leave a link up here so that you can watch it, and also in the description box. But if you're coming from that video and you didn't see anything that aligns with you, not to worry, I'll be bringing 4 more in this video today. So let's quickly have a run through the 4 that we discussed in the previous video. The first was the UI UX designer. Then we talked about the product manager. We also talked about the technical sales representative. We talked about the technical writer or the copywriter. So in today's video, we're bringing 4 more your way. Let's get into it. The first is the growth product manager. Who is a growth product manager? You will be wondering. The growth product manager is very vital in achieving business success, and they do this by strategic thinking and product management. Now, they're quite different from the product manager because they focus on growth. They focus on the entire customer journey, and that they ensure that they use data to improve products and drive growth. So growth product managers are mainly responsible for driving business growth, and they do this by user acquisition, by retention, and by optimization. Their core objective is identifying and executing strategies that lead to product growth. Now, would you be thinking, what are the qualities of people that want to go into this field? The first, great communication skills. Yes, you cannot do this role without communication, because you'll be talking to people, you'll be interfacing with your users, you'll be interfacing with the engineers. You have to have great analytical thinking and analytical skills, because you'll be working with the data that you acquire from the users, and you make sure that you are telling the business what trends you've seen and how this is going to bring growth in that product, or how that is not going to bring growth due to the things that you have seen from the users. You have to have an entrepreneurial skill. Basic IT skill is needed, but nothing out of the world. You don't need to know how to write the code. You don't need to know how to develop a program, but you need those basic IT skills. One other thing is that you have to understand the user journey. So this is a role that it requires you to do a lot of research, to speak to a lot of people, to carry lots of survey. That is what this role is about. What are the toolkits that are used for this role? You can use Google Analytics, you can use Google Optimizer, Google Search Console, you can use Microsoft Clarity, or the MailChimp. These are the tools that are used by the growth product manager. Also, the methodologies, all the skills that are used by this role. You've got the growth hacking skills. You also need to know about product-led growth. What are the things that lead a product to grow? What are the things that the users are looking for? You have to have an entrepreneurial spirit, because you are driving this business like you are the owner of the business. Also, analytical skills, because how do you use the data that you have gotten from your research? How do you tell the business owners, how do you tell the engineers that this data is driving to growth, or this data is not driving to growth? What are the basic certification for this role? So you need certification like the Professional Certified Marketer, you need certification like the Growth Product Manager certification, or even the Growth Driven Design certification. So these are the certifications that are needed for this role. Second, the Business Analyst. Who is a business analyst? A business analyst is someone that focuses on optimizing processes and implementing solutions. They form the bridge between the business and the analytics of the business. They do not understand those business languages like writing code or machine learning language. So the business analyst is really vital in ensuring the success of implementing products or analytical projects. What qualities are needed for a business analyst role? You need an interpersonal skill, because yes, you'll be dealing with different people. You'll be dealing with your users in the organization. You'll also be dealing with different people that are handling the projects. You need the problem solving skill. So when people tell you things, when people tell you the difficulty that they are going through using that app or using that product, you have to be able to to translate that to the developer. Say, this is not working. You've done this, but this is still not working. They're still having difficulties using this. You need to be a critical thinker and you understand the perspective that people are coming from. You also need stakeholders management skills. You're dealing with people from different multidisciplinary of the organization. What are the tools that the business analysts use? The business analyst uses tools like Power BI. They use tools like SQL for business analysts. They also use tools like Tableau and they use tools like Python. So yes, you might not have all of this at the beginning, but you have to understand how to use them. You can get all of those resources and those materials online. The business analyst uses methodologies like the Agile methodology. They use the user case modeling. They use the requirement elicitation. They use SWOT analysis or the SWOT metrics and the cost benefit analysis. So yes, it's really important that you understand these methodologies and then you can search for them to help you transition into this role. What are the basic certification required for a business analyst? As a new starter, you might not need all of this certification, but you need to be able to have done training, you need to be able to have been to intern somewhere or even volunteer to understand what the business analyst does. So you will need certifications like the Certified Business Analyst Professional and so many other certifications that you will need. You can also look for those things online and you will find them. 3, Scrum Master. Who is a Scrum Master? A Scrum Master is someone that is a coach. They are people that are responsible for guiding the team and ensure that the team follows the Scrum principles. So they are responsible for managing communication between teams during projects and they ensure that they keep the team on track. So if you're somebody, you're naturally focused on team success, you enjoy helping people to achieve their goals, you enjoy helping people to develop and grow, you are a people-oriented person, you like to help other people adapt to change, then this role is for you. Scrum Masters are people that are servant leaders. So you must be somebody that know how to lead, but you ensure that you lead people in a nice way. You're just someone that ensures that the project is on track and the project is done timely. What are the tools that are used by a Scrum Master? So tools like Jira, tools like Google Workspace. Now, let's go to the methodologies, all the skills that are used by a Scrum Master. Scrum framework is really important in their role. They use things like the impediment remover because you want to ask the team questions like, where are you on the project? Where are you going to be? What's the status of the project? And what is also causing those delays? What are the impediments that are causing those delays? You want to be the person that would remove the impediments. So you want to have also skills like conflict resolution, and leadership skill is really important in this role. If you're somebody that leadership comes to you naturally, then this is a good place that you can transition to. Now let's talk about the basic certifications. We're looking at certifications like the Certified Scrum Master. You can get this from Google. You can get this from Microsoft. You can also be a certified Scrum Master from the Scrum Alliance. You can get all of these certifications and it's a good way for you to get into this role. 4, the business intelligence analyst. Yes, I'm sure this is a role that a lot of people are confused about. It's different from the business analyst. This is a business intelligence analyst. Who is a business intelligence analyst? A business intelligence analyst automate processes and information channel in order to transform relevant data to actionable insights that can lead to great decision making. So these are people that will take your data from HR, take the data from accounting, take all of those data, they will put it together and ensure that they can put it in a form that the business owners can make good decisions with. Is this business driving us, to the right direction? Do we have the right people with the right skills driving us to that direction? What are the qualities of a good business intelligence analyst? You must be a data-driven person. You must be somebody that loves to use data, that loves to play around with data. So what is this data saying? And you should be able to show it to anybody in simple forms like graphical forms. That someone that is looking at it can say, oh, this is where we were last year, this is where we are last quarter, and this is where we want to be, next week or something. You must also use all your statistical skills. Statistical analysis is really important in this role. What are the tools that is used by the business intelligence analyst? You use tools like Excel As simple as it sounds, right? Excel is used in many organizations by business intelligence analysts. So you cannot do this role without understanding simple Excel, advanced Excel, and intermediate Excel skills. You need to know things like Power BI. They use things like the Google Data Studio. But I say to people that the basis for this role is the Excel. So once you know how to use the Excel, you can always learn all these. There are easy ways to learn them. You can look at resources online and you can learn them from there. What methodologies are used by this role? They also use the SQL in this role. They use the agile development methodology in this role. They use data mining because they are big on data. They use descriptive analysis. They use diagnostic analysis. They use all of this, make people understand where the business is and where the business should be going to. How far are they from their goal, or how far are they from the organization goal? So it's really important. The basic certification needed for this role are certifications like the Google Business Intelligence Professional. Or if you don't have the certifications and you can intern or you can volunteer in your organization, you're somebody that likes to play around with data, you can volunteer and showcase. So guys, we've come to the end of today's video. And I hope you found something that aligns with your dream, something that aligns with you and what you want to transition into in the IT space. If you haven't found any, not to worry, you can drop on the comment section. Just let me know what you want me to look out for, and I'll come back with another video. Again, like I said in my previous video, don't be shy to ask questions. Don't be shy to drop comments, flood the comment section with all of your questions, anything that you want me to do. I want us to grow this community together, and I'm really glad that we're getting to that point. So thank you guys for watching. Until we meet in our next video, bye.